In this video, you will discover one of the most fascinating concepts in Vastu Shastra and Indian philosophy, the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. These powerful forces influence our thoughts, emotions, actions and even the energy of the spaces we live in. By understanding them, you will gain valuable insights into creating a more balanced, harmonious, and fulfilling life. Sattva represents purity, peace, wisdom, and harmony. It promotes spiritual growth, mental clarity, focus, and emotional balance. In Vastu Shastra, Sattvic energy is associated with northeast direction, which is connected to the water element. Therefore, the puja room is ideally placed in the northeast to encourage meditation, prayer, and positive vibrations. Rajas is the energy of action, ambition, movement, and achievement. It motivates us to work hard, pursue our goals, and strive for success. This dynamic energy is linked to the southeast direction, which represents the fire element. The kitchen is best located in the direction because fire symbolizes transformation, energy, and productivity. Tamas provides stability, grounding, and rest, while it is necessary for relaxation and recovery. An excess of tamas can lead to laziness, confusion, stagnation, and delays. In Vastu Shastra, tamas is associated with the southwest direction and the earth element. The master bedroom is ideally placed here because this direction symbolizes stability, security, and restful sleep. Life is like driving a chariot. The Bhagavad Gita teaches that our mind moves through three natural energies: tamas, inertia; rajas, restlessness; and sattva, clarity. Tamas is like a chariot stuck in mud, heavy, confused, and unmoving. Rajas is like a chariot moving too fast without control, always rushing, chasing, and exhausted. Sattva is like a chariot moving smoothly with balance, awareness, and direction. The goal of life is not to remain stuck or restless, but to gradually move towards clarity, balance, and inner peace. Repeated emotional patterns and reactions in life are often shaped by deep subconscious condition. According to Ayurveda, people develop emotional responses and behavioral cycles as a way to feel safe, avoid pain, and protect themselves from emotional hurt. These recurring patterns may appear in relationships, family interactions, and daily experiences. True transformation begins with self-awareness and understanding one's emotional body type, which helps identify these unconscious reactions and supports healing, personal growth, and emotional balance. There is a beautiful saying, "A calm mind is the greatest strength." In our life, mind moves through three natural states called tamas, rajas, and sattva. Think of your mind is like water. Tamas is muddy water, dull, heavy, confused, and without energy. Rajas is rushing water, restless, stressed, always moving and chasing something. Sattva is still, clear water, peaceful, balanced, and calm. We all experience these states every day. Sometimes we feel lazy, tired, and unmotivated. Sometimes we feel busy, anxious, and overwhelmed. And sometimes we feel peaceful, focused, and happy from within. This questionnaire is like a mirror. It helps you understand your thoughts, habits, emotions, and way of living. It is not meant to judge you, it is meant to help you because when we become aware, we can slowly create positive changes in our life. If we feel stuck, we can bring movement and discipline. If we feel restless, we can slow down and find balance. If we feel peaceful and clear, we can strengthen those qualities even more. Just like a garden grows with proper care, our mind also becomes peaceful with good habits, right thinking, healthy food, meditation, kindness, and self awareness. The most important thing to remember is you are not fixed, you can grow and change. The gunas keep changing just like the weather. A difficult phase does not define your whole life. By understanding yourself better, you can move toward greater peace, clarity, balance, and happiness. A house is built with bricks, but a home is built with energy. In Vastu Shastra, land is not considered just a piece of property. Every plot carries a energy that can influence the thoughts, emotions, health, relationships, success, and peace of the people living on it. Just as a seed grows differently in fertile soil than in dry land, human life also flourishes according to the energy of the place we live in. Ancient Vastu wisdom explains that every land carries a combination of three natural qualities called gunas: Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. These three gunas quietly shape the atmosphere of a home and the experiences of the people living there. A peaceful home begins with peaceful land. In Vastu Shastra, a Sattvic plot is like fertile soil for a healthy tree. It supports peace, happiness, clarity, and harmony in life. Some of the characteristics of a Sattvic plot are square or rectangular in shape, clean and fertile soil with a pleasant natural smell, located in calm and peaceful surroundings, open space or water body in the north or east, gentle slope from south to north or west to east. A Sattvic plot helps to create mental peace and emotional balance, loving and healthy relationships, positive energy, and spiritual growth. Such land feels like a calm garden in the middle of a busy world, peaceful, refreshing, and full of life. A flowing river creates movement and growth. In Vastu Shastra, a land with Rajas properties supports action, ambition, success, and progress. Such land is energetic and active, making it suitable for people who are driven and goal oriented. These Rajasic properties are located near marketplaces and active areas. Good road connectivity, moderate movement and noise, balanced soil quality, east or north facing plots, and some of the benefits of Rajasic plot which supports career growth and ambition, financial prosperity, motivation, activity, and success. Such land is like a busy marketplace full of movement, opportunities, and energy. These are best suited for business owners, professionals, and commercial buildings. In Vastu Shastra, a land which has Tamas properties are associated with stagnation, darkness, and imbalance. Such plots may create stress, delays, and negative energy if not correctly placed. Where sunlight does not enter, heaviness slowly settles. Always avoid tamasic plots for your sweet home. Some of the characteristics of a tamasic plot includes irregular or cut-shaped plots located near graveyards, hospitals, or dumping areas, dark, foul-smelling or heavy clay soil, low-lying land with stagnant water, poor sunlight and ventilation. Tamasic land may lead to mental stress and confusion, health-related problems, and financial instability and delays. Such land is like stagnant water. When energy does not flow properly, life can begin to feel heavy and stuck. Avoid tamasic land for residential purposes whenever possible. If unavoidable, proper vastu corrections, sunlight, cleanliness, and positive activity becomes very important for these properties. Even a small lamp can remove a room full of darkness. The three gunas directly influence your mental and emotional state. When sattva is dominant, you feel calm, clear, and content. In sattvic state, a person appears very patient and clear decision making. When rajas is dominant, you feel restless, driven, or overwhelmed. A rajasic state has constant urgency and pressure to act. When tamas is dominant, you may feel heavy, unmotivated, or confused. A tamasic state has procrastination or avoidance. You can begin identifying your dominant guna by observing your mental and behavioral patterns. Sattva, calm, focused, and content. Rajas, restless, ambitious, easily distracted. Tamas, sluggish, unmotivated, and resistant to change. Most people experience all three gunas throughout the day, but one tends to dominate over time. Just as a clean mirror reflects clearly, a calm mind reflects truth. This is the nature of sattva. Imagine your mind as a lake. When the water is muddy, we cannot see clearly. When the water is disturbed by waves, everything looks manipulated. But when the lake becomes still and pure, it reflects the sky perfectly. Sattva is that state of inner clarity. It brings peace, wisdom, balance, kindness, and emotional strength. A sattvic person is usually calm, thoughtful, compassionate, and content. Such a person does not constantly chase happiness outside. They slowly discover peace within themselves. In today's fast-moving world, our minds are often filled with stress, comparison, distractions, and emotional noise. It is like carrying dust on a glass window. The light is always there, but the dust prevents us from seeing clearly. Sattva helps to clean that inner window. When sattva increases, the mind becomes lighter, emotions become more stable, decisions become more clearer, and relationships become more peaceful. A Sattvic mind is like a steady lamp in a windless room, calm and bright. How do we grow Sattva in daily life? Not through perfection, but through small, conscious choices. Healthy food nourishes the body. Meditation calms the mind. Good company uplifts our thoughts. Kind words soften the heart. Helping others expands our compassion. Even simple acts like waking up early, spending time in nature, speaking truthfully, practicing gratitude slowly increases Sattva within us. One important thing to remember is even too much attachment to being perfect or pure can create imbalance. True Sattva is not pride, it is simplicity, balance, humility, and inner harmony. The goal is not to escape from life. The goal is to live with awareness, compassion, and clarity. As per Bhagavad Gita, when the mind becomes pure and balanced, we move closer to our true nature, a state of freedom, peace, and self-realization. The mind is a powerful servant but a dangerous master. This beautifully explains the nature of Rajas. Imagine life as driving a car. Rajas is like pressing the accelerator all the time. The car moves fast, full of energy and excitement. But without balance, the journey becomes stressful and exhausting. Rajas is the energy of action, ambition, passion, and movement. It pushes us to achieve, complete, create, and grow. Without Rajas, nothing would move in life. When Rajas becomes excessive, the mind becomes restless. It is like a monkey constantly jumping from one branch to another, always searching, never satisfied. A Rajas Guna person may always feel busy, hurried, emotionally reactive, anxious about results, or constantly seeking recognition and success. Even while resting, the mind keeps running. In today's world, many people live in this state, always checking phones, chasing deadlines, doing comparison, and always feeling there is something more to achieve. Rajas makes us believe I will finally be happy when I get the next success. But peace keeps moving further away. A Rajasic mind is like drinking salty water. The more we consume, the more thirsty we become. This is why highly Rajasic people often struggle with stillness, meditation, and inner silence. The body may sit still, but the mind continues racing. Now, Rajas itself is not bad. Fire can cook food, but uncontrolled fire can burn the house. In the same way, balanced Rajas gives motivation, courage, creativity, and achievement. But uncontrolled Rajas creates stress, anger, frustration, burnout, and emotional exhaustion. So, how do we balance Rajas? by slowing down consciously, taking mindful pauses, spending time with nature, eating lighter and healthier food, reducing overstimulation, practicing meditation and deep breathing, learning to enjoy the present moment. When we balance rajas, the mind slowly becomes calmer and clearer. Then we stop endless searching outside and begin discovering peace within us. True happiness is not found by constantly running faster. It is found when the mind learns how to be still. A room stays dark not because darkness is powerful. Fact is, no light has been brought in. This is the nature of Tamas. Imagine your mind like a room with closed windows. When there is no light, the room feels heavy, dull, and unclear. We cannot see things properly. In the same way, Tamas brings laziness, confusion, fear, lack of motivation, and emotional heaviness into life. A tamasic state often feels like you feel like sleeping for too long, avoid responsibilities, postponing important work, feeling mentally foggy, and losing excitement about life. It is like carrying a heavy load every day without realizing it. Tamas also makes a person to avoid growth and self-reflection. Instead of facing problems, he or she may distract themselves with excessive sleep, overeating, scrolling, endless and unhealthy habits. At first, these things may feel comfortable. Over time, comfort without awareness slowly becomes stagnation. Imagine a pond with no movement. When water stops flowing, it slowly becomes muddy. In the same way, when our body, mind, and spirit stop growing, heaviness begins to take over. Darkness does not need to be fought, it simply needs light. Even a small lamp can remove darkness from a large room. In the same way, small positive actions can slowly reduce tamas. Waking up early, moving the body, eating fresh and healthy food, spending time in sunlight and nature, practicing meditation, keeping good company, and taking small disciplined steps every day. Transformation does not happen overnight. A seed does not become a tree in a day. With daily care, sunlight, water, and patience, growth naturally happens. The same is true for the mind. When we bring awareness, discipline, and positivity into life, the heaviness of tamas slowly changes into energy, clarity, and peace. The goal is not to feel guilty for being in a tamasic state. Every person experiences these phases. The goal is to recognize it and gently move towards light. No matter how dark the night feels, the sunrise always comes. The journey of self-development is not about eliminating any guna. Instead, it is about transforming tamas into purposeful rajas, rajas into enlightened sattva. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. When sattva shines brightest, the mind becomes clear, the heart becomes compassionate, and life moves towards its highest potential. The three gunas are not merely qualities, they are the invisible forces shaping your personality, decisions, relationships, and the destiny of your life. Every human being is a unique blend of these three gunas. Let us explore which guna is guiding your thoughts, choices, and actions right now. Each question is a mirror reflecting the hidden secret of your inner world. Answer each question carefully and sincerely. By the end of this assessment, you will be able to discover which of the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, is guiding your mind, choices, and daily actions. Post your answers in the comments and explore your true inner nature. Question 1. How do you usually deal with conflict? Option A. I strongly express and defend my opinions. B. I try to peacefully solve the issue. C. I stay quiet or distance myself from it. Question number 2. What is the easiest way for you to learn new things? By thinking deeply and understanding the meaning. By repeating and practicing again and again. Option C. By discussing, questioning, and taking on challenges. Question number 3. How do you generally express yourself while speaking? Option A. Clearly, calmly, and thoughtfully. B. Very little, unclearly, or with confusion. C. Fast, energetic, and convincing. Question number 4. How do you usually respond to change in life? Option A. I prefer things to stay familiar and unchanged. B. I adapt to change calmly and thoughtfully. C. I constantly look for new experiences and excitement. Question number 5. How do you mostly respond when someone compliments you? Option A. I feel unsure, uncomfortable, or unaffected. B. I appreciate it and move on calmly. C. I feel encouraged and motivated to do even better. Question number 6. How do you normally make important decisions? Option A. I decide quickly and act immediately. B. After thinking calmly and carefully. C. I often postpone or avoid making decisions. Question number 7. What kind of surroundings make you feel most comfortable and at peace? Option A. Calm and comfortable spaces with less activity. B. Peaceful and balanced natural surroundings. C. Lively places filled with energy and movement. Question number 8. How do you usually handle your work or daily responsibilities? Option A. I focus on completing tasks and achieving goals. B. I work with awareness, balance, and purpose. C. I do only what is needed to get through the day. Question number 9. Which kind of music do you naturally prefer? Option A. Soft, familiar, or emotional music. B. Energetic, exciting, and powerful music. C. Calm, peaceful, or meditative music. Question number 10. My feelings about my sufferings. Option A. I do not blame myself or anyone else for my sufferings. B. I think I am the reason for my sufferings. C. I blame others or life situations for my sufferings. Question 11. If I had to choose one of the following three options, I would prefer to spend my leisure time mostly by Option A. Playing games or spending time with friends. B. Sleeping or relaxing without doing anything. C. reading spiritual or philosophical books? Question 12. How do praise and criticism affect you at work? Option A. Praise motivates me and criticism discourages me at work. B. My work is not greatly affected by praise or criticism. C. I usually lack interest in work regardless of praise or criticism. Question 13. What best describes your attitude towards work? Option A. I usually avoid work unless I am forced by circumstances. B. I enjoy working and usually make thoughtful decisions. C. I enjoy working but I often act without much thinking. Question 14. Which colors do you naturally feel most attracted to? Option A. Soft, light or pastel shades. B. Bright and vibrant colors like red, yellow or orange. C. Dark or deep shades like black, grey or navy. Question 15. At what time do you feel your mind is most creative? Option A. At night. B. During the day. C. During sunrise or sunset. Question 16. When things don't go your way, how do you usually react? Option A. I tend to ignore the situation. B. I try to stay positive and find the good in it. C. I become frustrated or impatient. Question 17. Which eating pattern best matches your lifestyle? Option A. I eat animal protein multiple times a day. B. I eat animal protein occasionally or once a day. C. I prefer a vegetarian diet. Question 18. What is your usual mood after waking up? Option A. Low energy and sluggishness. B. Immediate drive to stay active. C. Enthusiasm and inspiration for the day. Question 19. When others receive recognition for your work, you tend to Option A. Feel hurt or frustrated. B. Genuinely feel happy for them. C. Remain emotionally unaffected. Question 20. What is your ideal approach to a big project? Option A. Focus on the quality of the work and maintain a steady, sustainable pace. B. Push hard, hustle to get it done fast and focus on the end result or reward. C. Feel overwhelmed by the task and avoid starting it altogether.